Hello. Following on from my last video as well, we often talk about the big world events, but now I'm going to focus on something practical for personal preparedness, your 72-hour emergency pack. If you had to leave your home suddenly or were stuck without power or water, this bag could be essential. Let's look at what goes in it and a rough cost per person here in the UK. First up, the most crucial thing is water. You're going to need about 3 to 4 litres per person per day. So for 72 hours, that's 9 to 12 litres per person. You can buy large bottles of water, get purification tablets, or a water filter bottle too. For 10 litres of bottled water, you're looking around £5 to £8. Water purification tablets, I've got it written down, pack of 50, £7 to £12. Basic filter bottle is £15 to £30. A good strategy is having some stored water and a way to purify more, so let's budget around £10.25 for water solutions. Next is food. You're going to need non-perishable, high-energy food that ideally doesn't need cooking. Examples. So we've got MREs, which is this. That's the meals ready to eat. Emergency ration bars. This isn't them. These can be protein bars, but you can get high-energy emergency ration bars too. But these are protein bars. Of course, we know about dried fruits, dried nuts, of course. Canned goods. Specialist ration packs cost around £20 to £40 because you need food for 3 days. DIY selection of supermarket items could be cheaper, like £15 to £30. So let's average this out for £15 to £40 per person. Moving on. If you're exposed, getting cold and wet is a major risk. So these emergency thermal blankets are vital. A lightweight emergency poncho. An emergency bag. It's like a waterproof sleeping bag cover. Also, you're going to want to pack spare hats, like a warm hat, some thermals, underwear, like an extra base layer. So, okay, the Mylar blankets are, they're really cheap, £5 to £10. That's on the expensive side. Emergency ponchos, I've put down 3 to 10 because I'm going to go over a little bit so you've got a bit of room, but they are really cheap. The emergency bivy bags are a bit pricier. They are £10 to £25, depending on where you shop. And spare warm items, if you don't have them already, around £20 to £55 for this category. I forgot to say about a tent. Sorry. That's not included. They're really cheap, the emergency tents. Otherwise, you're looking at around about £50 for a good one. Or a quality one, but emergency ones you can get for around £20 to £25. A wind-up or good quality LED torch or head torch, even better as it's hands-free. A wind-up radio for emergency broadcast, spare batteries if your items aren't wind-up, and a fully charged power bank for your phone, loud whistle for attracting attention. Wind-up torch radio combo, let's say £15 to £30. A power bank, a decent capacity, £15 to £30. LED torches, lights, say £10 to £25. And whistle, they're cheap as well, £2 to £5. The budget for light communications, £30 to £70 here. A first aid kit is crucial, as we all know. It should include plasters, bandages, antiseptic wipes, sterile dressings, medical tape, pain relief, burn gel, blister plasters, and any personal medications you need, of course. Ensure you have at least a week's supply. A comprehensive made kit like this is about £15, say, to £35. Personal medication costs vary, so let's say £15 to £35 for the whole kit itself. Basic hygiene can prevent illnesses and keep morale up. Some travel-sized toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, hand sanitizer, toilet paper, remove the cardboard tube because it takes up less room. Wet wipes, any essential personal hygiene, say around £5 to £15. And some useful extras. You'll need things like a multi-tool. I know this is a bit dramatic, but it's a shovel. But a strong duct tape, wrap some around a pencil to save space. A small notepad, a pen, copies of important documents, your ID, insurance and emergency contacts. A waterproof bag, all of it in a waterproof bag. some emergency cash in small denominations. So your multi-tool costs you £10 to £30 for a good one. Duct tape and notepad, let's say £5 to £10. Cash amount is personal, so about £15 to £40 for the tools, but it's up to you what cash you keep. Somewhere safe to keep your documents. You'll need a sturdy, comfortable backpack to put all of this in, so around 30 to 50 litres should do, and that will cost, say, £20 to £60. Alright, let's tally all of that up. If you're adding the lower estimate, that gives us around 130, 180. Adding the higher estimates gets us closer to 340 to 390. So per person, you're looking at roughly 130 to 340. That's my cat. Here is said cat. He's not happy. My cat put me off for a second. I'm not sure what I said. Right. For the lower side, we're looking at like 130 to 180. The higher side is 340 to 390 to build a pretty comprehensive 72-hour pack in the UK in 2025. Now, that sounds like a lot, but remember, some of this stuff you're already going to have. And what you don't have, you haven't got to buy all at once. Just buy 1 or 2 pieces here or there. Like the toiletries, you may have a backpack, socks. You should already have that. Or if you don't, you can probably have other things. You know what I mean? Costs vary. You can find budget items and you can find the more expensive items. Mine is just a rough guess. And obviously for the more durable stuff, then that's going to be way more expensive. We are thinking about a 72-hour pack, but what they're saying is you want to plan to survive the first 72 hours in there. Tailor it to your needs. Consider your location, what's around you, your personal situation, if you have children, pets, elderly. But the most important thing is to start. Having something prepared is way better than nothing. This is about peace of mind and taking practical steps to look after yourself and your loved ones. Where are your must-have items for your emergency pack? Let me know in the comments. Of course, prices vary.